Hi there, it's September 1st, 2025, and I'm packing because I'm finally going to move to Spain, finally, after a lot of planning and waiting. I'm currently in my home country, hanging out with my mom, and in a few days I will be home. It's been a long time coming, and we're coming to the end of summer, so I thought it'd be fun to do like a little start of autumn type vlog. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Ali. I am an aspiring author illustrator, and I am currently on submission for my first graphic novel. And I'm working on a few other projects too. In this vlog, my first goal is, and I've said this before, but then I took a break, and now this is finally the time, guys, that I want to finish Project Rat, which is something I talked about a few weeks ago while I was editing videos. Hello, it is August 12th. Please excuse all of this. I am currently editing a video that will come up in a couple days about making a speculative novel. I've also been making a few other spooky videos for October, which you have already seen by the time this comes out. Making YouTube videos has been very fun lately. I've been having a lot of fun with it, but before being an author tuber, first and foremost, I am an aspiring author. I am a writer, so I am thinking I need to go back to finishing Project Rat, my middle grade soft fantasy manuscript that I took a little break on, and I think it's time to get back to it. I feel like I haven't worked on it in forever. It actually hasn't been that long, but it's time to get it done within this next month or so, and I'm really excited about that. So I'll probably work on that a little bit after this. So this is the time. It's gonna happen this time. I got to tell you a lot about my projects and about my health, and I've got a lot to finish in the next month or three. And plus we're gonna do some traveling, but for now, let's get ready to immigrate yet again, the final time this time, guys. This is the one. Hi, it is September 26th. I am standing outside of my apartment building, so it might be kind of noisy, but I just wanted to vlog for a second because I realized I haven't in a few weeks since I got to Spain. Basically, my life has just been going to doctors for my health issues and writing on Project Rat, which is very close to being finished. Very, very close, and I'll update you on it soon. Right now, I'm also socializing. I'm gonna go to an international lesbians meetup, sapphic soiree, if you will. Or believe that's what they're calling it. Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun, and I'm gonna update you very soon on my writing projects, which are going very, very well. So I am finally going to do a writing update because I'm very proud to say that it is October 1st, and yesterday I finally finished Project Rat, which is very, very proud to say because it's my second ever graphic novel manuscript that I've ever completed, which is an accomplishment by itself, regardless of the quality. I'm very excited to have finished it. I just have some concerns that I hope to talk to you about. So first of all, when I say I'm finished writing it, I mean the manuscript is complete from beginning to end, but I'm still gonna go through one final round of edits after my partner slash editor slash beta reader slash whatever you want to call him reads through it and gives his feedback. It should be a relatively quick process after that, and then I will then send it to my wonderful literary agents and see what they have to say about it, which I'm really anxious about. I don't know like what they're gonna say about it, what they're gonna think, what they're going to suggest as far as changes goes, how much of it in the state that it's in now, and I'm really hopeful that they will be on board to be like, let's sub this as our next project, to send them to editors on submission with it I would hope by the latest spring. That is my goal, assuming I don't get a book deal for the book that's on submission right now. That's kind of why I want to get this done, so I'm really excited to hear what my agents have to say about it, what my beta reader has to say about it. Let's talk about some of my concerns, which a lot of it has to do with like the market, with the likelihood of publishing this book, which is again always my goal, to traditionally publish, to get a book deal with this. And I feel like one of the problems is like the overlap that exists like within the story and the genre and what it means for the market, which is a slightly more eloquent way of saying what I've been complaining about while I've been writing this. It's just like, oh, it feels so juvenile, but it's middle grade, it's supposed to be for kids, but kids can handle tough topics. And I think that now that I've, you know, finished it and sort of analyze what is actually the issue, is that I think these characters are upper middle grade, so they're like 14 years old, but I feel like the voice of the story overall may be like lower middle grade, which is not great. I don't know if that's as evident to other people. I guess I'll figure that out. But that is a concern that I have. If my agents agree about that, and beyond that, if editors who we are pitching to agree about that, that is a problem. Another thing that concerns me as far as like market placement goes is like the gender divide. Like for one, this book is sort of, it just is about gender and about queerness, which by itself might be a problem when it comes to book bans and all of that, for acquisition. By gender divide, I mean, I feel like the name of the book, the actual name, not the placeholder Project Rat name, and the hook, the concept, sort of like draws in boy readers, but once you get into the actual content, it's a lot, it touches on girlhood, and it talks about crushes, and talks about like social stuff that maybe boy readers won't be as much into. Though to be honest, boy readers are a small market as it is. Like boys aren't reading right now, which is like a big issue, with a lot of things, but like I'm talking about all this from like a sales and marketing perspective. It's very corporate, which I kind of hate because like it's kind of icky to me outside of those considerations to be like, oh, boys won't like this because it talks about crushes and has a mostly female cast, and girls won't be as drawn to it as boys would because of the video game concept and this like these virtual animals, these rodents. I don't know, it's all, when you think about it as a human being, it's not that black and white. But when you think about it from the perspective of a sales and marketing team, for traditionally published books, it is something you have to think about. It's something that is important for me to think about, even if it's like am I making any sense? Am I making any sense right now? Like obviously there's going to be a lot of general bullshit in these assumptions, but it is going to matter to the sales marketing team when it comes to acquiring this book or not, and I would really, really love a publishing deal, always my goal. But I'm proud of the story. It's not just about the corporate stuff. I am proud of the story. I just, I feel like there are some concerns there, and I'm really excited to get feedback because I'm definitely getting ahead of myself. Like first things first, I'm going to give my partner some time to like read through it in the draft and give me feedback, and I'm really excited to hear what he has to say. I feel so lucky, like so grateful that I have him. Like he has previous experience as an editor, and also just like we met through hobby writing, so it's just a really good creative relationship, creative partnership, and the fact that he can help me with this and like be so effective at it, it's really great. I don't really use other beta readers, I never have, but I feel like maybe I should expand. For now, I'm just gonna stick with like the same formula I did for my last book. I wanted to also talk about an overview of all the projects I have right now in my handy little notebook. This is actually an art journal, an art diary, and illustrated diary. I thought it'd be cool to just like give an overview of what all the projects I'm working on right now. I was talking with Misha Khan that, I have so many projects going on right now, but there is like an order to them. It's not just like haphazardly, because I feel like before I would have had like many different ideas, and so projects, but they're really just ideas that I toy with, and I never really finish any of it because it's all over the place. And now there's more of an order to it. Like I have, let me just tell you about them. I have recently I spoke about a speculative novel idea in prose that I want to explore about dream manipulation that we're calling Project Dream. I have a video about that if you've already seen it or want to see it. And I also have a horror novel idea that is also a graphic novel called Project Days, with an unreliable narrator, a psychological thriller sort of. So I have those two that are sort of just hanging out in like the future, I guess, while I'm focused on other things. Like that's why I'm saying there's an order. So I'm really focused right now on getting Project Rat done, and something else that I want to get done is a zine, actually. And the reason I want to get that done is because I wanted to make a zine, a comic zine, for a while about my immigration experience. For this, if you don't know, I self-deported for the second time this year from the US, and I have this like I guess interesting immigration story, and I feel like it would be very cathartic to write something about it. But it's also, I want it as a zine because between all this like, oh, I want a publishing deal, but then I just I have to go through the process of writing a manuscript, and and not actually the full graphic novel, so I don't know if it's going to get bought. I don't know if it's actually going to ever come to fruition. I have to wait and like put the opportunity in other people's hands to see if they're going to buy it and publish it or not. So I really want to just make a shorter form project, not so long form, of just like a maximum 40 page, probably less, hopefully, zine that I can just publish myself. I can completely finish it. I don't have to like wait for anyone to like tell me they're gonna buy it or not, or reject me. It's just something I can actually put out into the world, and it's not gonna take as long either. I think it's gonna be very casual art, but I do hope it will be very cathartic to write it into, I don't know, talk about all this that I've been doing as far as immigration goes. But again, also to have something out in the world that I could just put out in the world because it's finished, it's published, it's great. Instead of, well, not instead of, because I am still pursuing this traditional publishing, but yeah, I think that would be very fun. I don't want to focus on how many people are going to read it or anything. Just want to make something I'm proud of and put it out into the world. So after I'm done, sending this to my agents at Project Rad, and then seeing how long it takes for them to get back to me and see what our game plan is going forward. I do want to hopefully be on submission for Project Rad by spring, but I also want to work in between on the immigration scene, the comic scene, and also have that out by spring, like totally out. And yeah, that's my goal. After that, I'll decide how I'm going to choose to prioritize either Project Dream or Project Days, unless I have, a deal to take up my time by then. But yeah, there's definitely an order to these things. And there is a very loud siren outside now that I don't know if you're hearing, but that's my cue to leave. I will want to explore more of the city I just moved to Barcelona. I want to go to museums, I want to go to cafes and libraries. I got some plans today. They're very cute. Yeah, I just want to insert a lot of footage of all this. I'm also going to be traveling, as I mentioned. I'm going to Amsterdam in a couple weeks with my partners. Yeah, let's explore. Let's explore a little bit as we write, as we work on these projects. I hope you will enjoy coming along. I love how I just do these vlogs like looking like this. Like, I don't need to dress up and look pretty. I can just be in my PJs. It's totally fine. But my partner got the edits done, or he read through the drafts so fast. These are like, this is how long it is. I'll put this on the screen of like pages and words. Because it is a graphic novel manuscript and it is middle grade, so that influences this. But he got through it so fast, and I just forgot, because it's been so long since I've done this, how anxiety inducing it is to like, especially because like I was in the room with him for like some of the part, like when he started doing it, just like watching as he like read through each of the pages, and it was just no. And then I had to leave because I was like, it's too much. I can't watch you read my work. And then I was just like very, very anxious, like genuinely anxious, of like, I don't know, are you gonna hate it? Are you gonna say it's horrible? Are you gonna have to let me down easily? And then he didn't have many notes, and then I was like, but are you letting me down easily, or are you just like not saying it? But even though I do trust him, I do trust that he will be honest with me. There were some notes, but not a lot of actionable feedback, just because it's good. I think it's good enough to send to my agents. It sends various good messages. It has various good messages in the story for kids, for this age group. And it was funny. I really like my works to be a little funny. And yeah, Okay, so I'm feeling good about it, but it's also, I feel so fucking anxious. Now it's the time to send it to my agents, which is very nerve-wracking as well. This is my laptop. I should really put something cute on my laptop, like stickers or something. Right now it's just so drab, but I kind of want to get a new one because this isn't the best. But yeah, now I need to send it to my agents. Oh my god. Well, I need to do the few edits. It's not gonna take long, and then I'm gonna just send it to my agents, and I'm so scared of what they're gonna say. Like scared, like actually anxious and scared. Because I don't know, I am always waiting for someone to like rip off a band-aid and be like, this is shit and you're shit. Which is my anxiety speaking, not actually indicator of the quality of my work. I should really stop being so self-loathing and self-deprecating on here, but I'm working through it. Mental health issues, self-confidence issues. But yeah, I think, you know, a part of me really does believe, yeah, you're right, this is a really good book, and I'm just so excited. I'm so anxious. I'm so excited. Hello, it is November 2nd, and I am in my Halloween costume that I didn't quite use on Halloween. I did use it in the streamathon. We did a Writers Coven streamathon. I hosted Spooky Prompts with Tanya and Vic. I don't know if you missed that. I thought it was cool to put this little, like, music box I have. I don't know if you can hear it, but I have the prompts in here. I have phobias. Ooh. Arachnophobia, fear of spiders. I really hope you tuned in for that, and I wish I would have worn this like costume out to like, I don't know, a party or something. But that didn't work out as I've been a bit depresso ansiato. That's a Eurovision reference if you're cool like that. But I wanted to close this vlog by talking a little bit more about the zine I've been writing. I'm basically in the stage where I've like sort of figured out most of the script, but I still have to like translate it into sketch format, into the comic format that I'm going to use to see if all the words fit and all that. And I'm kind of in a weird stage with it because I'm like, this isn't like my most high quality work, but also I don't care. It's like with the zine, it's like it really is just me wanting to finish something and put it out, as I said before, but it's also like I don't, because I'm not adhering to the standards of like the publishing industry or anything, and because I'm not like, it's not like I don't care about it, but like, because I do, but I don't care about like making the highest quality thing. I've been reading this book called America Let Me In.
and it's about immigration, but it's a choose your own adventure story. So it's actually really funny. It's really, really funny. I've laughed out loud a lot of times, and I consider myself a pretty funny person. And the reason I'm saying this is because I've been thinking a lot about the tone of stories, especially the stories we tell about immigration, and the tone of stories in general. I feel like my first book about immigration was quite like a tragic tale. It ended pretty nice. It had some nice moments, but overall it was just like a very serious story about like some of the plights that some immigrants have to go through. And I don't know, sometimes I don't like how serious it was. I feel like I wish it would have more funny moments, or I wish it were more lighthearted, but at the same time, a lot of immigrant stories are not lighthearted, so it's like, true, it's a drama, it really is. But I was wondering if with this scene I wanted to do something more lighthearted, more funny, because that is like a huge part of my personality and who I am. And if other parts of my writing, I don't know if you know that, I have a webcomic completed with 50 episodes. That is a dark comedy. It is mostly comedy, called Duck and Kitten. You can check it out in the link in the bio, in the description I'll put. But yeah, and then I ended up writing this zine, and as I'm working on it right now, it's not very funny. It's just, but it's also not like, oh, what a tragic tale of immigration. It's also just like, this is my life, this is what happened, and it's sort of a cynical take on it, but it's also, I don't know if cynical is the right word, because it's just very much like, this is what happened, and it's kind of like me processing everything by writing this and by making this into a zine. So I don't know, it's weird how writing can do that, and how it depends on if you're like writing to sell, or if you're just writing something for yourself. It's the first time I'm like writing something strictly for myself in a while now. I mean, I'm probably still gonna like release it somehow. I might make it for like free, just download it, scan it, because I will be making it traditionally with like markers. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, this is the story. This is me processing. It's almost like an ending chapter because of everything I've like been through the past year and in my entire fucking life, and in terms of immigration, in terms of US immigration specifically. And I've just been thinking a lot about it, you know, in the US, and like how it's going downhill right now, and the fascism and whatnot. And I'm not gonna go like super into that, but like how it's related to my life, how that country has affected me as a Venezuelan who has tried to immigrate there twice and has self-deported twice. I don't know, it's just a lot to go on, but I'm probably gonna make a video about it once it's done. And I'll release it somehow, but it really is for me. It's like me, I feel like this is a final chapter of me, like, okay, I'm processing this and I'm writing it down. It's not that I'm never going to talk about it again, but it's like, I don't know, it feels good. It feels good, but it feels weird. It's also hard to condense such a complex story and complicated feelings into like 25 or so pages, like a very mini memoirs, which is really interesting to do. I want to give also a little update before I go about what my agents have said about Project Wrap. My agents are the best. I'm pulling it up right now. My agents are the fucking best because they just responded so quickly. I think like I sent them the email and they both responded within like 2 hours. And it was in, you know, October. So, you know, if you know anything about publishing, it's like that's when the biggest annual book publishing event happens in the Frankfurt Book Festival. And I guess I don't have it here. I'm on my tablet. I have like a really weird filming situation right now, so that I can't even access my email right now. It's so much to explain. But yeah, they responded so quickly, and they were like, oh, even just like the first little glimpse I got, I love it already. We're gonna get back to you as soon as possible, definitely before the year's over. And just mentioning as well that like with the end of the year, with the royalties they need to send out, because my original agent, I have like 2 agents that are just like, one is the assistant of the agent I originally queried, but she's basically doing I do most of my communication through her, and she's amazing. But the original agent is actually president of the agency, and so he's taking care of a lot of royalties right now at the end of the year, and also the Frankfurt Book Festival. So like, I understand that it's might take a little while, but they did say before the end of the year, so they're working on it, they're reading it, and I'm really excited to hear what they say. I will update you guys with it as soon as I can. Maybe not as soon as I can, you know, whatever. This is just a hobby for me. And yeah, if you noticed, I got a mic. I don't know, it is just a hobby for me, but like soon I'm gonna make a video about like my goals, my recap of this year and my goals for next year. And part of it is gonna include YouTube, because it is, I love how I just have my SpongeBob stuffies here. Anyways, it is going to include YouTube stuff, because even though it's a hobby, it's something I really enjoyed recently. And I even got a mic for it. This was an impulse buy, but like I'm really enjoying it already. This is my first time using it. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. You should give it a like if you want to make me smile. And let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you enjoyed the writing parts and the travel parts and the rambling parts. And what you want to hear more about, if anything. Tell me about you. Tell me about what projects you're working on or you want to work on. I hope you are having a good autumn. And if not, I hope that winter is better for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.